Grip and pressure points. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching us. Today we're gonna talk about grip, pressure points. For most golfers, gripping the club is just positioning their hands in a certain way on the golf club. And actually for us, as we talked about the three fundamentals, the grip actually is not one of them. But however, depending how you grip your club and where you apply the pressure in the grip, the outcome of the ball will be different. So let's start talking a little bit about grip and pressure points. Okay, so grip and pressure control three things: club face, the release, and the lag in the club. But let's first start talking about the four most common grips. Well, no, let's say three most common and one not so common, but also used. So the first one would be what we call overlap grip, where left hand on the top, and we will position the pinky finger of the right hand between the index and middle finger of the left hand, and the right hand underneath. Okay. Then let's come to the interlock grip. Again, with the left hand on the top, and we would interlock or hook the left index finger and the right pinky finger like this, and again, right hand underneath. Third most common one is we call a baseball grip, where we would position the forefinger of the right hand just on the club, right hand underneath the left. I use this pretty much with younger players, but however, as soon as I see they are able to use an overlap grip, I prefer this a little bit more. This is just my personal opinion. I change them to grip the club like that. And in some occasions, I have had players with very, very strong hands and very short fingers, and we opted to grip the club like this. Okay. Now, also a used grip, not so common, is cross-handed. Okay, where the right hand is on the top and the left hand is underneath. So actually we would grip the club like a left-handed player, but with the difference that we are playing right-handed. Here a little bit the same. You can opt for the three options: interlocking, overlapping, or baseball grip. Okay. You probably have seen there are especially one golfer out there, and he make his chipping and pitching with a cross-hand grip. However, I have a good friend of mine, and we used to play amateur golf together, and he played cross-handed, and he was an amazing iron player. He could control his shots tremendously good like that. However, the grip matters less. It is more about how the club sits in the hand, and especially where the pressure is applied. But let's come first a little bit to strong and weak grip. When we talk about strong, weak, we mainly talk about the left hand. A strong grip would be where, or let's say like the strongest grip possible probably would be where my thumb is like 90 degrees turned to the right. I never have seen anybody lower than that. That would be very, very extreme. Okay. So if I would hold my club here, okay, now the ratio of motion I have to open my club face is only this much, but the ratio of motion I have to turn my club face is this much. Okay, so every golfer with a strong grip always will tend, or that club face will always tend to close. It will never tend to open. If we would go in the opposite direction, and here I also have never seen anybody 45 degrees open grip, okay? 90 degrees, or 45 degrees, definitely yes, okay? Now here, my ratio of motion for closing the club face is very, very small. But for opening the club face, it is huge, okay? So this left hand, which is in charge of controlling the club face, as you could see, as weaker that left hand, as more open, the club face would hit in the ball. Or let's say not more open, just let's say it will tend to open. And here it will tend to close. Good, so now let's come to the pressure points. If you remember, and you have seen my videos about the power accumulator, we have 4 power accumulators. Every power accumulator has a pressure point. From those 4 power accumulators, 3 pressure points are located in the grip. 1 in the left hand, and the pressure point in the left hand are the last 3 fingers of the left hand, the pinky, the ring, and the middle finger. Those fingers, plus the hand pressing against the club. This would be our second pressure point, the number 2 pressure point. The number 2 pressure point is the one which loads the second accumulator and keeps the second accumulator loaded. This is the second pressure point. We have 2 pressure points located in the right hand. We have pressure point number 1, which would be the palm of the hand pressing against my thumb. Okay, pressure point number 1 is related to the first power accumulator, that pressing downward and outward towards the ball. And then we come to number 3 pressure point. The number 3 pressure point is located here on the index finger of the of the right hand. It is related to the third power accumulator. For me, this pressure point is very important. It creates a lot of lag, and it helps us, especially the little kids, it helps them a lot to achieve more lag in the club, and even still not having that physical strength, it helps them to generate more speed in the club. Those pressure points, which are obviously related to the power accumulators, the golfing machine talks about 3 kind of players. Now the golfing machine guys will say that is not exactly how it is, but in simple words, we have what the golfing machine calls a swinger. Swingers would use the second pressure point and the 4th pressure point, swinging, pulling on the club and swinging through the ball. And then the other type of player would be the hitter. The hitter would be the player which use the first and the third accumulator, hitting in the ball, keeping that lag in the third pressure point. And then there's a third one, which is called switter, which would be a mixture between both, somebody swinging and at the same time hitting. But I think mostly You see swingers out there, also some hitters, but I would say not so many. When I work with hitters, what exercise I usually use with them, however, they have a knowledge about the structure of the golf swing, but an exercise I used to do with the hitters is to, let's say, the aim point drill, okay, where we try to take a target 4 fingers in front of the ball, and this is where they try to target the pressure with the third and the first pressure point. I target, as I said, 4 fingers in front of the ball. This is an easy exercise to start compressing the ball if you try to hit in the ball. The swingers is slightly different. Obviously the low point is also located in front of the ball, but we try to achieve that more by pushing our lower half forward, by moving downwards and forward into the ball, and then release our hands. However, I usually teach the little kids to swing the club and not to hit. An easy drill for that third pressure point. I had once a little piece, I also don't remember the name of it, but it was specifically designed to put it between the finger and the club, okay, in order to feel that third pressure point. So I also couldn't find any, so I use a rubber tee, and I position a rubber tee here between that, where that third pressure point makes contact to the club. And I ask them to keep it pressed here, and this helps them very much to start getting a little bit more lag in the club. Grip and pressure points control the club, and if you understand the grip and those pressure points better, you will definitely not only improve your ball striking, but also will start having a little bit more control over your ball flight. Everything we want to achieve in a shot, when we hit a ball, almost everything is done at P1. At P1 we can almost preset everything we're looking for in a golf shot. And obviously the grip is an important part of that. Not only how I address the ball, or how is my stance, or how do I line up, or how I position my club face. The grip and pressure points is a huge role in striking the ball the way you would like to. Thank you again for watching our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye-bye.